Welcome to Daxue Talks, a show powered by Daxue Consulting, a China-based strategic market research company founded in 2010.
Hello everyone, my name is Miro. I'm the founder of W Consulting. We are a consulting company helping overseas brands enter China, and we specially focus on niche platforms such as Xiaohongshu and Bilibili. And we recently launched another training platform called CHINAble Academy. We provide online courses and workshops to anyone who is interested to learn about China market, e-commerce, and marketing.
How have KOLs changed the way they interact with the audience during and after the outbreak?
I think KOLs, they do live streaming more, they host more live streaming to talk to the customers directly, to talk to the audience directly. And also, KOLs, they also like to show more sympathy in the content. They like to post more content related to the COVID-19, and sometimes they will remind their followers to be cautious, to stay safe, to stay healthy. So they show more sympathy to have a closer relationship with their followers. And also, they also share more products that are related to the current situation. For example, the products that you will need to use at home, instant food or some DIY food or some home electronics. So they would share some products that are related to the current situation instead of products that you don't need under this circumstance. So they are trying to have a closer relationship with their followers.
Talking about your business, what were the main requests from clients during and after the outbreak?
I think main requests are about how to digitalize. For example, we have some clients, they are pure offline, so they are the retailers. So during this time, how to digitalize in a short time, they need to set up online shops, they need to transform their salespersons to the online sales, to do the live streaming and to sell, to set up the WeChat groups, to manage the private traffic. I think this is the most requests from the clients during this time. And also, when we are doing the marketing, the brands would ask you, well, how to combine the hot topics with the content. We need to adjust the content direction. We need to change the content direction during this time. So how to show our sympathy as a brand, how to show our social responsibility also is what we need to do when we are doing the content management. And also how to plan an omnichannel strategy in the future, in long term, and how to connect the online and offline is also what clients would always request during this outbreak.
What are your tips for brands on how to plan an omnichannel strategy working in the renewed Chinese market?
I think first, you need to connect your online and your offline. So you have online shops, you have offline shops. So for example, if you have a membership system, you need to combine your online and offline membership system into one system so that the customers, they shop online, they can get points, and then they go to your offline shops, they can also use these points to redeem any rewards. So you have to connect it together. You have to have an integrated strategy. For example, you can use your online data, you have online shops on Tmall, so you can use this data to do a better offline promotion. And then the customers come to your offline shop, you can retain these offline customers to online to let them become your private traffic. So for example, you can add them to your WeChat group, you can ask them to become your customer of your mini program so that they will become your private traffic. So this is, I think, the future of the retail. And also, you have to understand the different platforms for the e-commerce and marketing, and you need to choose the right platform, the right channel according to your brand positioning, and also after the analysis of your competitors, and also to learn each platform's like algorithm and also each platform's policy to follow the latest trends of each platform so that you can choose the most suitable channel for your brand. So like before, many brands only maybe, let's say for online, maybe they only have shops on Tmall, but now they realize it's not enough because Tmall is public traffic and some brands will start to manage their own private traffic. So they start to set up WeChat shops, they start to manage the WeChat group, and they start to do WeChat live streaming.
What platforms have benefited from the outbreak?
I think first is the online course apps, because students, they have to take online course at home. So these apps are very popular during this outbreak. And also the working apps, because people have to work from home, so they are using like WeChat Work or DingTalk to communicate with their colleagues and clients. And also live streaming platforms, like more and more people are watching live streaming at home. So live streaming on Taobao or on Bilibili or Red are all very popular. And also entertainment apps, for example, short video apps like Douyin, Kuaishou are very popular during this time. People spend more time for entertainment. They want to kill time at home. And also online fresh food ordering apps, for example, Hema and Dingdong Maicai. More and more people, they need to order food online. So these apps are also getting more and more popular.
How has the coronavirus affected China's online shopping businesses?
First, the fresh food e-commerce actually was booming during this time. The average time users spent on fresh food e-commerce apps increasing very fast. For example, apps like Hema and Dingdong Maicai are all very popular during this time because people can't go out, so they have to order the fresh food from these e-commerce apps. And also the leading e-commerce platforms, for example, Taobao, JD, Pinduoduo, they are taking the social responsibilities and they start to provide support to help the farmers to sell the agricultural products. And offline retail shops, they start to go online. They are setting up their own e-commerce store, for example, mini program shops, or they start to manage the customers group or do their own live streaming. So more and more offline shops start to go online. And also logistics companies and delivery service providers, they start to develop contactless delivery services.
Based on what we can see today, how has the e-commerce industry changed and what is the forecast after COVID-19?
I think what we can see, the trend is like live streaming is booming. More and more brands start to do live streaming, and live streaming can bring a lot of sales, a lot of revenue to the brands. So this is definitely one of the hottest trends now. And our customers, they are already used to online shopping. Even for fresh food, they are used to order it online. So I think this will last for a longer time. Like people are more used to e-commerce, to buy everything online instead of going to the supermarket, going to the shopping mall to buy anything. So this is also my forecast. And the online interaction is becoming more and more important. The online engagements between the brands and customers. So brands, they need to set up a very close relationship with their customers online so that they can better reach their customers. So this is very important for the e-commerce, because only if you have very close relationship with your customers on the social media, the customers will bring you more sales. And I think one important forecast is that, and also more and more brands realize this, that omnichannel strategy is becoming very important. So in the past, some brands, they only focus on offline or they only focus on online, it's okay. But now after this, actually it's not okay. You have to have an omnichannel strategy. You have to have an integrated marketing strategy of both online and offline. So you have to connect your online and offline data, customers, CRM, etc. And you need to understand the new concept of O2O and new retail. It's not that simple like before. Omnichannel strategy is becoming more important, and it's important for the brand to realize this, that you have to have both online and offline, and it has to be connected. You have to make it integrated strategy instead of like separated. So I think this is also very important.
How the retailers digitalized during COVID-19? Can you provide an example?
I think one interesting example is from a Chinese brand called Ling Qingxuan. I think the English name is Forest Cabin. So Ling Qingxuan was offline retailer. So they have a lot of offline retail stores in the shopping malls. And during COVID-19, because they have to go online, so they start to set up their online shops, start to digitalize, and they start to ask their salespersons from offline to become live streamers. So the salesperson start to do live streaming at home, and they can sell the products directly from home. So it's very convenient for them. They start to set up the online distribution system. So they use the WeChat to manage the private traffic, and each salesperson manages a lot of groups of their customer groups. So each salesperson, they do the live streaming every day at home, and they can sell directly through their phone. So it's very convenient, and the sales during COVID-19 actually increased, although they don't have any income from offline. And the CEO of Ling Qingxuan himself also joined the live streaming to sell products. So it's also, I think they are one of the first to do this, to host a live streaming, to ask their salesperson to be the live streamer. I think they are one of the first brands to do this. So I think this is an interesting example of the retailers' digitalization during COVID-19.
Any questions? We will find an expert to answer them. Drop your questions in the comments or send us an email, dx@daxueconsulting.com.